Previously, in the dungeon of the Mad Mage, the party found themselves face to face with a crazed wizard, Calabash. Fortunately, they were able to subdue him without personal injury. Afterwards, they questioned him, but were able to get very little information out of the man, who was clearly hearing voices, delusional, crazy, etc. Ezrah made the determination that Calabash would need to be turned over to the Harpers. The party agreed, knocked the mage unconscious, and carried him up to the first floor. There, in the Forest of Pillars, they found themselves surrounded by undead knights who held the halls to the west, north, and east. But these undead did not attack, instead pulling aside and allowing the party, who did not pick a fight, to pass. As the party finally made their way up to the yawning portal, there was some surprise from the patrons at seeing the party return so soon, even more so with an unconscious, bound man in tow. Durnan warned the party that he'd allow no funny business in his tavern, but did not press the party for information, instead giving them the benefit of the doubt. Ezrah used this opportunity to make contact with Matrim Merrig, or Three Strings, the bard and known harper agent contact of the party in the yawning portal. Three Strings, for his part, produced a wand and magically communicated with someone before letting the party know that an armed escort would arrive shortly for Calabash. And shortly, it did arrive. Within the next few minutes, an armed group led by a petite young woman, a refined tiefling, and a gold dragonborn showed up and relieved the party of Calabash. For their troubles, Matrim gave the party a little bit of information about the second octave, which was the name of this group. Which, I don't know if you want to write that down or not, Jake, because you did not get that information last night, or last time, just saying. So, their business concluded, the party decided to return to the dungeon, heading back down to the second floor with the intent to investigate the cold room that they had discovered previously. First, though, they stopped by the Copper Lab, hoping to put the lightning skull Trenzia to final rest. Unfortunately for them, Trenzia had regenerated by this point, and another shocking battle ensued, with the party eventually being victorious, though not without injury. Matashtai used his holy water to dispose of the undead creature, and afterwards the party rested to tend their wounds. From there, they journeyed south through Dumathoin's temple to the skeleton wall, and realizing that they would just have to keep crossing this every time that they came this way, the party elected to instead tear it down. Ashes accomplished this easily enough, and fortunately the loud ruckus did not attract unwanted attention. From here, the party continued southwest, returning to the long frozen hallway they had found before. There they donned their heavy winter clothing and ventured forth, only to find little of interest. The rune on the wall of the frozen room was dwarven for cold. Bones was able to identify that, and the party found only small clusters of frozen foods and organic materials, and then deeming it of no interest, the party left the frozen room. Afterward, the party headed back a ways to the series of doors just before where they had fought the rust monsters. Upon attempting to enter the first door there, they found it both locked and occupied. A mysterious voice invited them to enter and opened the door, but there was no one to be found in the immediate room. The voice did continue to speak to the party, though, introducing itself as Rizaril, the mage the party had been tasked to steal from by Shun Shurith. Ashes noticed figures to the south in an adjacent room and quickly identified them as lycanthropes. Rizaril, in turn, attempted to bargain with the party, suggesting that they do work for him instead of Shun. In fact, Rizaril requested the party return with Shun's head. Unsure of what to do, the party took their leave and returned to the Nothic room to discuss matters, and we fade back into the scene at this point. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.